Hey everybody, it's me, Kiarazina Cheetah, here with another episode of The Cat Lady. Alright, we just kind of got caught trying to sneak out of the hospital, oops. But, we're finally in the psychiatric, evaluation, so hopefully this will get done soon. Neat game. Alright, so. I live on my own and it suits me just fine.
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
I'm between jobs.
I'm between jobs at the moment. I'll find something soon. But it's been difficult. I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Typical depression symptoms. We can give you something for that.
I'd really rather
You'll feel
not.
stronger and motivated.
No, thank you.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
I go to the toilet, doesn't everyone?
I go to the
Like that.
toilet. Doesn't everyone?
Fair enough. What is the next thing you do then?
Oh, I don't know. I just muddle through, I guess. Don't think there's any routine to it. It depends how I feel that day.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure if I don't see it. It doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Let's see. Money, good friend, better looking. More money.
It would be nice to have more money, I guess.
Sure, of course. Don't we all?
Yeah.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
Yes, it didn't help much, as you can see.
Just something to think about. I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Every night.
Night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while.
No, really.
I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
I feel fine now. I feel like I want to change my life for the better. Not really sure how yet, but I really want to try.
Do you find it hard to concentrate?
No, not really.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
No,
That's good. Alcohol is a powerful depressant.
I never really liked drinking.
Excellent. Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Well, I used to think about it sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
I suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
It
This.
was just
I don't
a
know.
sudden impulse. I'm ashamed of it now. I had a really rotten day, you know? I felt like I was suffocating between the 4 walls of my bedroom. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Not anymore. It's strange. But I feel lighter. I feel stronger. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
My cats.
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
Well, let's see. Good choices here. Loneliness.
Loneliness. I wish I had someone to talk to sometimes.
And yet you seem to avoid people.
Because they're only interested in themselves.
Not all of them, surely. I'm beginning to think you are actually afraid of finding a friend because it would force you to come out of your shell.
Call it what you like. I'll sure be glad when I find the right person someday.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Who the fuck asks that, for one? And who thinks about that for another? I'm gonna go with that!
Oh, I never really thought about that. But I guess it would be a cheap one. I don't really know what they do with people like me. Maybe they just throw us in a hole and forget about it, since there'd be nobody to visit my grave anyway.
I don't think so, Susan. The city would pay for it.
Or so they want people to believe.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Who?
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important.
Oh, what?
Can you tell me about your relationship?
Was married?
What had happened between you two?
I really don't want to talk about this. Obviously, it's
I don't really
bad,
want to talk about this.
judging by all the choices.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day.
Thank you.
Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask.
What?
Are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you.
What?
What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
Okay. Yay, flashback.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
What? Oh, am I playing in a flashback? I am! Holy shit! Okay.
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Excuse me?
Hurry.
Okay, I'm coming, Liz! Wait for me!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here.
Why am I playing in a flashback, guys? I mean, it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong.
Security guys were gone.
But
She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute. Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you.
who? What?
Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape.
Let's
Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
I don't. Liz? There you are. God, you scared me half to death. Liz? Oh, she dead.
I think I can hear someone coming.
Oh, it's Liz.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
Okay. You should probably tell me why you're
Turn
taking me.
left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
Alright. Alright, there's nothing there. Enter the lift. Oh, what mess have we gotten ourselves into? Liz?
What are we doing on the roof?
Yeah.
Liz,
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to end this episode here, unfortunately. But in the next episode, we're gonna find out what's wrong with Liz. Like, what the hell, Liz? Alright, hope you enjoyed it, and that you'll stick around for more. Bye, guys!